Hello gamers, this is Si and welcome back to Which Way Games. Now how far would you go for justice?
You're fired.
And with that being said, let's get on with the video.
Within the world of gaming, there are those games that are considered to be hidden gems. Games that provided a fantastic experience, but only for a select few. Now some of these great games at the time were going head to head with other titles, but found themselves being overshadowed by some of the industry's biggest icons. Some of these games even took the concepts of what made a video game great, and improved upon them in so many different ways.
Usually providing gamers with the ultimate experience that years later certainly doesn't disappoint.
Gamers old and new would speak of these great games that for them are some of the best for their gaming systems of choice. However, despite all this, some of these games tended to fly under the radar when released, and sadly have been forgotten to the sands of time.
One game I can think of is Sword of the Berserk Guts Rage for the Dreamcast, a fun hack and slash game that was often overlooked on Sega's white box of fun.
But thankfully these hidden gems of gaming have made a bit of a comeback over the years thanks to retro game collecting, and are now finally getting the recognition that they truly deserve.
And one game that certainly falls into the category of hidden gems is a fantastic Alien Soldier for the SEGA Mega Drive, which for some is a masterpiece of 16-bit gaming. So let's go back to the past to see how it all started.
Alien Soldier was developed by Treasure, who had worked on different games such as Dynamite Headdy, Light Crusader and the fantastic Gunstar Heroes. However, they were looking to create a new game that would fit within a unique gameplay style, especially with the 5th generation of consoles on the way.
More power meant more possibilities for the world of gaming, and the infinite fun that lay in the future.
Now developer Hideyuki Tsukanami wasn't quite ready to say goodbye to 16-bit gaming just yet, and so proposed a unique idea to Treasure. He wanted to develop and program Alien Soldier all by himself, essentially becoming a one-man team.
Now that's one highly ambitious idea, even for the most talented game developer.
Tsukanami wanted to create a huge backstory that delved deep into the world of Alien Soldier, exploring the history of the genetically engineered super soldiers, as well as introducing many twists and turns along the way, even bringing in the concept of time travel and a chance meeting with early man back on Earth.
A story this complex would have taken a lot of time to develop, and of course, time isn't what Tsukanami had much of.
The deadline was approaching fast, and Tsukanami wasn't as far as he wanted to be when it came to development. He had spent many hours as well as his own personal time trying to create the perfect game.
However, to meet this fast approaching deadline, something had to go, and sadly, the 100 bosses planned for Alien Soldier was greatly reduced, and with it, so was the story.
In fact, one of the bosses destined for Alien Soldier found itself within Gunstar Heroes, and with a huge amount of content removed, Treasure were now able to meet this incoming deadline, and come mid-1995, Alien Soldier was released for hardcore Mega Drive gamers to enjoy.
Now, Alien Soldier doesn't actually have a commercial, but if it did, it might go something a little bit like this.
Hey Sega fans, have you enjoyed your time with the Mega Drive? Do you remember your very first game on the system? Not quite ready to say goodbye to the 16-bit console from Sega? Well, prepare for one final ride. In the outer reaches of space, play as Epsilon Eagle, the leader of Scarlet, taking down enemies and former teammates, blasting your way through 25 stages with 31 bosses. Do you have what it takes to bring back peace to planet Sierra in this intense action shooter from Sega? The story of Alien Soldier begins in the year 2015 on the planet of Sierra, a human settlement deep within the forgotten corner of space. Planet Sierra is gripped by fear and is in the midst of a deep crisis thanks to an evil group known as Scarlet. Their members consist of genetically engineered beings that have parasitic abilities that allow them to live within humans, animals and even machinery. The group are powerful, and of course, with these abilities, they took over the planet of Sierra, and now the leader of Scarlet, Epsilon Eagle, finds himself the target of an assassination attempt. Scarlet foiled this attempt, however within the battle, they breached the space-time continuum, and with Epsilon gravely injured, he was cast into the space between realities by an unknown member. With their leader gone and presumed dead, Tiger took control of Scarlet and became their new leader. However, the group became more violent and brutal that even the remaining Scarlet members were taken aback. But bizarrely, the presence of Epsilon has been found within the body of a young boy. But something is different. With a combination of fear and curiosity, Tiger investigates and says the two strange powers coming from within the boy. And so he takes a young girl hostage, threatening to kill her unless Epsilon reveals himself. Angered by this, the boy morphs into Epsilon, and fearing the worst, Tiger flees, but not before killing the girl. Pushed beyond the precipice of madness, Epsilon falls to the ground, seemingly fighting a war within himself, and then passes out. Upon awakening, he witnesses a darker version of himself walking away, screaming out Tiger's name in anger. Tiger's brutal ways must be stopped, but can Epsilon do this before the other version of himself takes over and becomes a deadly force to be reckoned with?
Gameplay has gamers controlling Epsilon Eagle in this fantastic run-and-gun adventure for the SEGA Mega Drive.
Starting out, gamers are thrown into the deep end with a barrage of enemies out to stop Epsilon as he makes his way through 25 levels of intense action. Playing very similar to Gunstar Heroes, Alien Soldier has plenty of explosions, fast-paced gameplay and huge bosses that provides gamers with the right amount of challenge and a great experience while playing.
With such abilities as hovering in the air, dashing past enemies and using an ultimate finishing move called the Phoenix Force.
As previously mentioned, Alien Soldier is similar to Gunstar Heroes, however there is more emphasis on boss fights and a lack of two-player cooperative gameplay. But unlike the heroes of Gunstar, Epsilon is blessed with some unique abilities that makes him stand out among the rest.
Combining all this with a complex story only adds to this fantastic game from treasure, but for me, parts of the story feel like they were missing. Maybe in time I'll go back and fill in the details in future videos.
And with 6 different weapons available from the get-go, gamers can choose up to 4 and even equip them throughout gameplay.
A bit like Mega Man and his Buster Cannon that can literally alter the shape of reality.
However, these weapons aren't unlimited, so collectibles such as ammo is highly important to look out for, as well as health. But there is a counter move that, if done correctly, will turn enemy bullets into health and give gamers the advantage when playing.
When released, Alien Soldier was well received, with some critics claiming it to be a perfect game for hardcore gamers looking for the perfect challenge.
Alien Soldier became a game that was highly sought after, but over time it started to disappear into obscurity, especially with the limited number of physical cartridges released. Hardcore gamers praise the insane difficulty, the limit-breaking graphics and the intense gameplay, but for casual gamers, Alien Storm was overlooked, especially with the release of the Sega Saturn months later. Eventually, Alien Soldier will make a slow return back to the world of gaming, with re-releases on the Wii Virtual Console and Sega Ages 2500 for the PlayStation 2. With the world casting its eye over Alien Soldier once again, Tsuganami had always wished he could have continued working on Alien Soldier, believing he could have improved the story and the graphics.
Essentially, what gamers got was an incomplete game, but just think of what could have been if Tsuganami was given the time to properly develop Alien Soldier.
Overall, Alien Soldier is a fun but equally difficult game, even for hardcore gamers, providing the right amount of challenge and essentially a boss rush game that would certainly put their skills to the test. With stunning visuals and a complex story that could have easily been turned into a manga or even an anime, it's no wonder that Alien Soldier has become a hidden gem for the Sega Mega Drive. Hopefully in time, Alien Soldier will return with a sequel with an even more complex story that could involve time travel, alternate realities and possibly a crossover with the Star Fox universe. Just imagine the combined forces of Epsilon Eagle and Falco Lombardi, taking on the evils of the known galaxy before dealing with an ultimate threat from beyond the stars.
Anyway, come back next time where I take a look at the world of mini consoles and with it, a trip down memory lane. Thank you so much for watching and see you next game.